In this series, we're going to talk about the write up and presenting numbers to the buyer, knowing that this is 100% just a numbers game. And if you do not write the buyer up, if you do not show the buyer information, you are not going to be able to sell the buyer a vehicle. In today's world, almost every single buyer that walks through your doors has spent a substantial amount of time online, and they have a very good idea of what the selling price of a vehicle will be. They have a very good idea of what their trade in is worth. They have a good idea of what the interest rates are, what their payment is likely going to be. They kind of have written themselves up online before you ever even see them. So you want to avoid any hesitance to writing the buyer up. There are still many dealerships in North America that do not want to show a buyer real numbers they could purchase a vehicle for unless the buyer says the magic word, I will buy and drive the car today. Statistically, they are likely just missing out on opportunities. I could beat Michael Jordan in his prime at a free throw contest. If it was make free throws and I get 1,000 tries and he gets 4 tries, it'd be impossible for him to win, wouldn't it? I'm confident in 1,000 shots I could make 5. I'm also confident that if he only got 4 shots, he could not make 5. As weird as an analogy as that may be, it is just math. The more shots you throw up, the more balls that are going to go through the net. Take a lot of shots. And if you do not write the buyer up, you literally have not even taken a shot. The goal 100% of people should see numbers, knowing that the more people you show numbers to, the more vehicles you are going to sell. Now, the caveat, have them committed to the car. You're not going to shortcut your sales process. Do a fantastic job in fact finding. Do a great job in the demonstration drive. Do a great appraisal. Introduce them to your manager. All of the things you should do throughout the sales process, do that stuff. If the buyer doesn't want to do a certain step, though, don't give up and just skip showing them the numbers. And remember, like we talked about before, they should have a good idea of what the figures will be, anyways. They come onto the showroom floor, they got a good idea of what things are going to be. You go through fact finding, you walk around the vehicle, the price is very likely on the side of the window, isn't it? They got a good idea of what things are going to be, so don't be afraid of it. Let's talk about some ways to bring the buyer inside. You get back from the demonstration drive. Looks like we found the right vehicle. Come on inside and let me show you how easy it is to do business with us. Before we take a look at the numbers on the XYZ, would you like to go test drive the ABC? What is a scenario like this? This means during your fact finding, you offered the buyer a couple different vehicle options. You get back from the demonstration drive and they say, no, I don't need to see numbers on the ABC. They kind of just gave more commitment to the XYZ. And if you start out with the appraisal, if you do an appraisal early before the demonstration drive, you could use this as a transition. We should have your appraisal done on your current vehicle. Let's go inside and take a look at the numbers. You want easy numbers, easy transitions. Again, not shortcutting your sales process, but knowing the more people you show numbers to, the more vehicles you are going to sell. In this series, we're going to go over ways to have smooth transitions from the outside to the inside, ways to focus on writing up 100% of buyers, and sticking to the sales process even when the buyer tries not to go through it.